Yo, what is up, guys? Exploring Gamer here, back with another YouTube video. And today, guys, we just want to say thank you to Loyal K for subscribing, and we're also doing a starting hard mode video. Yeah.
So, like you said, we're doing a tips and tricks for hard mode. Hard mode is initiated once you beat the wall of flesh, and once that happens, a new biome starts to spawn. It spawns in, and it's called the Hallow, and new and more difficult creatures start spawning, and you're gonna need new weapons and armor to combat that. So one of my favorite things to do is, when you're in pre-hard mode, fish up as much crates as you can. The wooden crates, iron crates, gold crates, get as much as them as you can. Try to at least get like 2 stacks of 99. That's a little bit overkill, but still, it's good. And then once you get, and save them, don't open them. And when you get into hard mode, open them all. And you'll be able to get some really good things like titanium, adamantite, mithril, orichalcum, cobalt, and palladium. And maybe you could get full titanium armor, which is the best of the 3 pre-hard mode ores.
Also, you can get, like, what are they called? Preset things that you can get out of the goodie bag. You can get, like, a set of armor and something.
No, you can't. You get vanity items. And so, once you have
Why
that...
you gotta be so mean, bro? I was just asking her a question.
And then, you can start fishing in the newfound hallowed biome for the crystal serpent. The crystal serpent can be used for all 3 of the mechanical bosses, and maybe even Duke Fishron. It is a 1 in 200 fish chance. You have to fish in the hallowed biome. And it does a base damage of 50, but since mine's mythical, it does 57. And it's really good because you can get it as soon as you get into hard mode. And then, an easy to get wings are the leaf wings. They can be bought from the witch doctor for 1 platinum, and all you have to do is put it in the jungle biome, and at nighttime go and buy them. And they're really good because they out-tier most of the earlier armor sets, or wing sets. And it's pretty good. And another good thing to do is to start farming for Souls of Light. If you get 15 and you go to a workbench, you can craft a Key of Light. Once you place a Key of Light in a chest, you can fight a Hallowed Mimic. And they drop some pretty good items, one being one of the best in early pre-hard mode, the Daedalus Stormbow, which can also take out Destroyer in seconds with Holy Arrows, which are made from pixie dust and unicorn horns. And it can take out all 3 of the mech bosses and Duke Fishron, like, really quickly. It's really good. See? Pixie dust and 200 arrows, I'm not sure how many, and unicorns. And while you're farming, you have a chance to get the Blessed Apple, which is a pretty good mount. It goes really fast and can, when it's at full speed, it'll charge through enemies and give you invincibility frames. And you can also start farming. While you're farming for the Souls of Light, try to do it in a tundra biome, where you can get the Ice Sickle or the Amarok from any ice-based enemy underground. Amarok can be dropped by any ice enemy, or any enemy in the ice biome, like any distance, like surface, caverns, underground. And it's really good overpowered weapon. And if, say, you're in a Crimson world, you can get the Icar Spellbook, the golden shower, it reduces enemy defense by 20, and it's really good all the way up. It's good all the way into the end game. Especially for bosses with many segments, like the Destroyer. Reduce all the defense and use the Daedalus Stormbow, and in like 30 seconds, he's gone. While you're farming, you could get the Frost Staff, which is also pretty good. Or the Marrow from the skeleton, the skeleton archers. They can also drop the Magic Quiver, which is a good accessory for archers. And I think in this video I will show you how to fight the Mimic. Just take 15, take a chest, and place the chest in a big open area, because you don't want to get like caught on anything. Oh, I forgot to craft the Key of Life. Well, yeah, like I said, go to Workbench, craft it, and then you put it in there. And they also drop potions. They drop greater mana and greater healing, which are great for when you want to fight the bosses. Those potions will be used all the way up to the Moonlord, because you can't craft better ones. So, right now, they just do a charging attack, and they will occasionally jump up or sit still like that, but they will occasionally jump up, and look at that, I killed it. They drop some pretty good gold, and they also always have a bad weapon. Like, the Crystal Vial Shard is a massively underpowered weapon. Like, look at this. It's like some people say it's an upgrade to the Vial Spear. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it uses a bit too much mana.
I feel like it would be good for early game.
I mean, and I don't know. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It goes away in half a second, and
like if you start a new character, you could give that to your new character, if it's a mage. But yeah, it'd be good for early, but you'll find better weapons.
Yeah. Another cool thing, if you're in the Corruption, you can fish in the Corruption, and you can get the Toxicarp, which is a ranged weapon which uses no mana. Well, yeah, it's a ranged weapon, and no ammo, and it spits toxic bubbles that poison the enemy. And it's really good. It does 43 base damage, and I'm not too sure what the chance of getting it is, but it's pretty good. And in the Crimson world, you can get a melee weapon called the Blade Tongue. It does, I'm not sure how much damage it does, or the fish chance, but when you hit it, it spews out Ichor to reduce enemy defense. And it's also really good, especially early on, when you want to fight the Destroyer. So, right now, I am just trying to get the Daedalus Stormbow. So I can defeat the Destroyer and the other hard mode bosses, because that's what you want to do. And for the Destroyer, you need to, it can't fly. So build a box. Don't fully encase yourself, but put a box about 100 blocks in the air. No, do about 200 blocks in the air. And do about 10 by 6, which is basically an NPC house. And put instead of a roof, put platforms, and on the ground leave blocks on either side, and in the center put platforms so you can avoid the probes, because they can be avoided with blocks.
And I just want to say once again, thank you Loyal K for subscribing, and make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and you'll always be notified.
So we're gonna finish up this mimic, and then we are going to end the video off there.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Loyal K. Thanks for watching the vids. And yeah, so we're about to finish the mimic, then we're gonna loot it, talk about it for a little bit, and then finish the video.
Look at that, I got the dataless stormbow already. It does 48 damage and shoots arrows from the sky. I will show you now. Like this. But with the holy arrows, when it hits an enemy, it makes stars go. So that is really good. It can do a lot of extra damage.
Gold squirrels, those are good. You could sell those.
For 5 gold, I think. Bunnies sell for 10, which is kind of weird.
I think they're kind of rare.
They are extremely rare. They have a 1 in 500 spawn chance.
Yeah, they're really rare, so make sure if you see one, make sure you always have a bug net with you.
Oh, never mind. It sells for 10.
Oh, so those are good for early game. If you find one early game, make sure to catch it.
Yeah.
That's good early game money.
And in next video, we will go into a more in-depth guide of the duplication glitch that I will occasionally use. It's really good, and you can duplicate any item that you want, anything. And it's extremely useful. And this only works on Switch, by the way, this duplication glitch. But the tips and tricks work on any platform except for the old gen console, like PS3 and Xbox 360, Wii U, 3DS, because Crystal Serpent isn't on those versions, neither is the dataless Stormbow. So this is more of a updated console type thing, 1.3 and higher, PC, console, mobile in the future. They've been talking about how mobile is going to get released very, very soon, so that's really cool because mobile is awesome. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite tip or trick for early hard mode.
Alright, make sure you like, subscribe. Oh. Well, thank you, Loyal K, for subscribing. Make sure to comment how good your character is, what armor you have, or just comment whatever you want. If you have more tips for us, comment those tips and we'll mention them in the video. So, see you in the next video. Bye.